Alright, Angelic, look, you got a bit worked up in your reply to me. I don't really understand why. I mean, I could do the same thing. I could dress up like a hippie and make out that you were just, well, you were actually explicitly calling me, an idealist, this kind of thing. You had some condescending titles for your videos, like, the world ain't all rainbows and fairies, and then a piss take, your last one was Angelic the imperialist, militarist or something. Yeah, didn't actually say those things about you, didn't even imply them, talked about the issues that we were discussing. And yeah, I focused on the things that we didn't agree with. I don't see the point in spending half my video saying, yeah, we both agree on this, yeah, that's good, oh, brilliant, yes, 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 right on, yes, we agree on this, this, and this. No, we're going to talk about the things that we don't agree with. And I worked off exactly what you spoke about. So getting a bit upset is, I don't know why you did that. You said that the men in black suits from corporations aren't out to get you. Well, yes, they most definitely are. As you said yourself in the next very sentence, when you said, granted, they are willing to fuck you over. So which one is it? Which one is it there? You said that the difference between me and you is that you don't see them as a conspiratorial enemy that seeks to kill us all for their profits. And you said that I strawman you. You said that I misrepresent your position. Yeah, I don't think I've ever said that corporations are seeking to kill us for their profits. Well, actually, you could say that specifically, explicitly, about the military-industrial complex. Absolutely, that's their job. They make weapons of murder used in illegal wars of aggression, killing hundreds of thousands of civilians in the Middle East for no reason other than strategic oil purposes. You say that all corporations can lobby to get their way. Oh, you can lobby also. Yeah, because I'm going to have, and you're going to have, the same kind of influence as multi-billion-dollar corporations that are funding things like NATO. You said, I don't see any leaks from Russia. Why? Tell me why. You're not paying attention, that's why. WikiLeaks are not hackers. They don't go out and seek information on a specific country that they might not like. They are dependent on information coming to them from leakers from around the world. They have released documents relevant to hundreds of different countries. Most of them don't have a fraction of the influence of America. Most of those leaks don't have a fraction of the relevance to the global community as the leaks released about America. So of course that's going to get far more press attention. Of course it's going to be more relevant to talk about. It's going to be more important to have that information out there because it's more damaging, it's more epic in scale than most of the information released. A lot of the leaks that have come out about specific countries have been, issues that really only affect those countries. This current leak is all part of the same leak, one leak. They all came together in a nice big bundle, and it's all relevant to the global community. But yeah, you're not paying attention if you're saying, oh, why are they just going after America? They don't hack, they're not seeking out certain countries to go after. It's about importance, it's about what they receive from people that leak to them. Usually from government insiders. So this isn't some anarchist collective. They are dependent on the information given to them from within governments. Yeah, you call me an idealist. Even just calling someone an idealist smacks of defeatism to me. It's coming from a position of, well, this is just how it is. I'm a realist. I'm a pragmatist. I'm talking about how things are. Yeah, I know how things are. You and me both agree on a lot of things about how things are. The difference is, I think it's important to talk about how things should be. Okay. And that's not being an idealist. This is talking about the rule of law. This is talking about right and wrong. This is talking about which direction do we move forward towards to have some kind of progression. We agree there's a lot of heinous shit being done by our governments. What is the point of just talking about what it's like? Yes, this is how it really is. Congratulations. You've recognised how things are. It's actually a lot more than most people do manage. Isn't it far more productive to talk about how things should be? And that's not being idealist. It's a really defeatist criticism to make of anybody trying to talk about how things should be. And this isn't these aren't unrealistic propositions that I'm putting forward, okay? These are ideas, these are suggestions put forward by the UN's top councillors, saying that America should be held to account for war crimes and torture and this kind of thing. So this isn't just some anarchist, I know you didn't say ours explicitly, but this isn't an anarchist position, this isn't a communist position, this isn't some crazy far leftist position. No, this is talking about a realistic expectation of America following its own rules of law when it fucks up. Okay, why support those people? Why support those politicians when they go against the Constitution, they go against international law, they go against precedent they've set down themselves? Why defend them? This is a common theme through your video. You take ownership of those decisions and those actions. You say we. You say I don't like it when we're painted as the Satans of the West. Who is this we? Did you make any of those decisions? Did you instigate the invasions of the Middle East? Did you have any say in that whatsoever? Did I? Who is this we? It's a problem. And it plays straight into the hands of the elites. They want the people to, be patriotic, to be nationalistic, to take ownership of the decisions that they make in our name, so that we can argue their case for them. They don't have to do it. So that you will bend over backwards and take it up the arse when you really haven't. They have no right to deserve your defence. I'm not saying you're defending everything they're doing. Okay, we agree on quite a lot. But it's more effective, more productive to talk about the things that we don't agree on, isn't it? It's just, your video was riddled with contradictions. You said that you hate the Iraq war, but at least they didn't go in, conquer it, and then burn their villages to the ground for 10 years. And then, really? Did you not watch Shock and Awe, where they just carpet bombed Baghdad? How is that showing any attempt to specifically go after Al-Qaeda? Yeah, and then you brought up this stuff about these atrocities that happen over in these parts of the world. Acid in a woman's face, using kids for suicide bombers. I defy you, you said, if you wouldn't kill them yourselves. Yes, this stuff's terrible. I agree with you. That stuff's terrible. What's that got to do with anything? This conversation started talking about whether or not Bush and his associates should be held accountable and tried in a court of law for breaking the law, for carrying out torture. That's where this conversation started. You said Afghanistan was legal. Yeah, because they made it legal. Because the lawmakers made it legal. If it was completely legal and fine thing to do, why didn't NATO go in at the same time as America? Why did they wait until Turkey invoked Article 5 to join them in that Afghanistan invasion? It was illegal. They had to make it legal. You said that General Petraeus' job is to suppress the Taliban, and he has your orders, this is what you have to do. Then why didn't they follow the Taliban into Pakistan when it was obvious in 2003 or 2004, pretty much straight away, when it became obvious that that's where they'd gone? They'd gone into Pakistan, so why didn't we follow them into there? No, because strategically we didn't need to be there. We need to be in Afghanistan, we need to be in Iraq. If it was their job to if the only reason they were there is to fight the Taliban, why did we bomb Yemen and then actually get Yemen to say that they were bombing their own country? Why did we bomb Yemen? Because it's strategically important for us. Yes, for oil. It wasn't about the Taliban. You don't prevent terrorist insurgent groups forming by bombing the shit out of their homelands. No. That's how you create more hate for the West. That's how you create more motivation to join terrorist cells. You said that my analogy, the government and mafia, is different because the government is elected. These are elected officials, so that makes them completely different to anything like a mafia organization. Choice is an illusion. You think just because these people are elected by actually a minority percentage of the population, most people don't bother to vote, but putting that aside for a second, you think that just because these people are elected, that gives them some kind of some authenticity, some kind of validatory power? No. You might have the choice to say red or blue once every 4 years. After that, your choice is gone. And even that is a completely empty choice. Then you try to compare WikiLeaks and its media partners putting out redacted government documents relevant to global foreign policy, with spreading child pornography around the internet. And you said, yeah, okay, that's not 100% valid comparison. Yeah, you're right. I think the number you're looking for is 0% relevant comparison, okay? What the hell are you trying to say with that? It does not compare in any way, shape or form to the discussion that we're having. I don't think I need to say anything more about that bit. But who are you arguing for? Who are you protecting? Because they don't give a fuck about you. Look at this year's budget in America. 2.5 billion cut from low-income home energy assistance program. So yeah, basically cutting assistance for poor people in the winter to heat their homes. 2.5 billion cut from that program that existed. 400 billion cut from an existing 5-year domestic spending freeze. Tax cuts for the rich continue to grow, but it doesn't help the economy, does it? They're continuing to cut programs for the middle class and the poor in an attempt to balance the budget. But on the other side of the equation, the military budget, the defense budget, is over $700 billion this year. Just for 2011, just for 1 year, $700 billion for the defense budget. It's higher than it's been in living history. It's twice the defense budget at the start of the invasions, and we're supposed to be withdrawing. We're supposed to be shutting up shop and finishing up, basically. And it's twice the budget at the time of the initial invasion into Iraq and Afghanistan. 700 billion. Where's that money going to? Why do they need 700 billion? It's going straight into the companies of the military industrial complex, Lockheed Martin and all the rest of them. That's where it's going. 700 billion out of the budget. And yet they're cutting 2.5 billion from an existing program to help poor people heat their homes in the winter. This is how little of a fuck your representatives give about me and you. I'm not saying you agree with everything they do. I'm not saying you're 100% anti-WikiLeaks. I'm talking about the things that we disagree on. Yeah. I think that's all I've got to say to you today. But cheers, Angelic. It's been fun. Okay, bye.